Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to take a quick look at KuCoin. Before we do, we always like to look at Bitcoin, just get a base on the market here, because it's really helpful to understand kind of what Bitcoin is doing. It's pretty much suffering right now, but it still has yet to close on the one-day candlestick below 58,000. Therefore, we can still consider 58 to be a support. 59,000 is kind of the average price lately, but 60,000 is the resistance. So 58 to 60 is essentially a channel it's working itself into, and we have the 50-day simple moving average working as a potential resistance as well. So all in all, not in great shape from Bitcoin. We do look like, it does look like the price is tapering off right around 57.5. So if we do lose that support of 58,000, we can expect somewhere in the range of 53 to 58 as the next potential price range. So just keep that in mind. We're not there yet, but it is looking likely at this point. All right, and just before we look at Crow, quick heads up. If you are new to the channel, I'm not a financial advisor. I've just been trading for 15 years, and my goal is to help you become a better trader, right? I love helping people become better. So you'll see me explain things along the way, hopefully. Not giving the answers, kind of giving you more so the solution, teaching you how to fish instead of the other way around, right? That is the whole point and purpose of this channel. I have also a trading community as well if you want to check that out in your own time, which really just helps people become better traders too, because ultimately we all just learn and grow together. It's an awesome experience. And I also send out signals for every single trade that I take. So it's pretty cool. You can kind of see how to structure your trades. That being said, let's go ahead and take a look at Crow. One-day chart doesn't look fantastic yet. Obviously, the price is retracing, but it's no surprise. I kind of mentioned this yesterday that we were well past overextended, right? We had a 9 on TD sequential 2 days ago. Yesterday was overtime. Today, we shouldn't expect much in the sense of breaking 75 cents. I don't think that's very likely based on, well, a couple of factors. Bitcoin is kind of trailing off. There's a little bit more fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market. But more importantly, Crow is just overextended. I mean, come on. It was 20 cents 7 days ago. Or no, okay, sorry, 40 cents. But it was pretty much half the size, right? And that's a lot of growth in a short amount of time. Okay, so again, TD sequential is telling us, simply put, that we're overextended. RSI is coming back down closer to 70. We could see 70 work as a support level. That'll probably be one of these three lines here. In other words, we're looking at about 57, sorry, that'd be 59 cents if we round up. 59, 66, and 70 cents are three major support channels. I personally am dollar cost averaging, so every time the price comes into a lower area, I'm going to just continue to add to my position. That's just kind of the way that it works, or the way that you should do it. Honestly, if you consider, long-term picture, you want to hold on to this coin for a long time, and you want to, increase your investment. Don't just buy the top. Try to add to your position as the price comes down, because I think it's inevitable for the price to come down here. Okay, that's just my thoughts, because generally speaking, we've seen a tremendous amount of growth, and it has to slow down. Okay, so right now, basically, what we're seeing is we're just seeing the whales taking their profits, for lack of better terms. And we can also see that there's a strong resistance level here at about 76 cents. So that does appear to be a strong resistance. I don't know if we're going to break that soon. If we do, of course, we'll take care of it. We'll look at it closer a little bit later. But for now, we can just go ahead and note some obvious indications here. We got the 50-day simple moving average on the 4-hour chart working its way up. That's excellent news. It's going to soon intersect with the strong support at about 59 cents. I think 59 cents is a pretty strong support level. We might see the price come down there, just based on that being a very strong resistance previously, and it would reaffirm itself as a strong support. What was super cool about the charts that we see here, of course, with Fibonacci retracement, you can see that the lines are working really well within these Fibonacci retracement lines. So you can see 66 cents as a pretty strong support level as well, secondary to right around 70. So 66 and 70 would be a good consideration, a dollar cost average, of course, as well, 59 cents. Okay, so I usually like to just set my alerts for those specific time frames, just so I can kind of get notified anytime that price gets into that dollar cost average zone, so I can go ahead and just add to my position. Okay, so just a consideration there. But all in all, things are still looking bullish overall for KuCoin. Just bear in mind, it has to calm down a little bit, right? It can't just keep going up forever. That's just the bottom line. Anytime you see a price come up to a certain point, it has to come down, whether or not it comes down a little ways or a long ways. It's just that natural, that those ebbs and flows of trading. There's no straight lines in trading. Okay, so just note that we are definitely at an overextended state, because if you look at this here, we're looking at about 12 days worth of data, and in the last 12 days, we've seen an increase of 142%. That to me is quite a lot, considering the fact that majority of those increases have happened in just 1 day time frames. So all in all, not bad shape for KuCoin, but I don't think we should expect it to go much higher anytime soon. If it does, again, we'll cover it again soon. So let's take a look at the cloud and see what's going on. We're well above the cloud, but here's something you need to know. The conversion line and the baseline, they've intersected now. So what that does, that pretty much tells us that we have to get out of our position because we've been overextended for too long. We also see this lagging span over here intersecting with the price action. That's also a firm indication that we need to exit our position. So if you're just to use one indicator for the rest of your life, Ishimoku Cloud would be the one, right? Because it kind of really helps you, it keeps you safe. It's a very conservative trading tool, but it works really well for a personality type like mine, right? Where I like to kind of get in when the profits, when the price is increasing. I like to follow the trend, and then I get out before the trend is completely maxed out. And right now it's basically just telling us that, hey, we've got two firm indications, minus the fact the price isn't in the cloud yet, that we need to exit our position. So the price being above the cloud, we could see the price work as a support, the cloud work as a support level. That does happen. But everything else is basically telling us to exit our position. So to me, I've already trimmed some of my position closer to 75 cents. And I think it wouldn't be a terrible consideration to maybe do so yourself. Again, just in the general sense of things. I'm not saying to wipe out your position, just take a little bit of profit. Maybe, I don't know, take 10, 20% off the top. There's nothing wrong with that. Add that 10 to 20% that you took out into a lower position, So once the price comes at 66 or 59 cents, you can add to your position. Those are just little things. Those are little things you pick up over the years that work out very well. They're very helpful. But again, if this is the coin that you want to retire with, hold on to it. No worries. Just watch it right. You're probably watching this video for other reasons, so just keep that in mind too. But simply put, we are seeing a significant turnaround for Ishimoku Cloud there. We have a lot of sell signals there. And then we take a look at TD sequential. On the 1 hour, you can see we went down to a 7 with a little, we went to a 9 with a little reset, and it came back up to a 5. Now we're heading back down. So I'm speculating that this downtrend right here is just a rejection off the resistance. Furthermore, also the fact that Bitcoin dropped a good, 2 or 3,000 in the last 2 or 3 hours as well, right? Bitcoin was at like 59.5, and now it's at 57.5. That could create a little bit more uncertainty, and people are trying to withdraw their positions, take their profits while they still can. So this is just a handful of things going on. So I would say, again, big picture, you look at the one-day chart, extremely overextended, right? We've gotten too much growth in a short amount of time. We look at Ishimoku Cloud, we also have a indication of a sell signal, and that is my ultimate consideration of making sure that I felt comfortable taking my profits already, right? Therefore, consider dollar cost averaging as the price comes down. I don't think we should expect it to come up much sooner. I do think we'll probably get some kind of bounce off of 59 and 66,000, one or the other. That's just my personal belief. But again, on the same accord, it needs some time to consolidate, right? It's gone up for too long. And if you look in the past here, it did well. It increased and went sideways for about 7 days. If we can get sideways action for 7 days, we can see some really good things from KuCoin here soon, okay? So ultimately, consolidation is a good thing. You got to understand that this is a positive thing. Try not to worry about it. But again, don't be too greedy unless you're diamond hand holding this to the moon or whatever it is you want to call it. That's all well and good. Don't worry about it. Okay. All right. So hopefully you found benefit here, and we'll look forward to seeing you next video. I'm going to reevaluate this, by the way, very soon. This is kind of my daily analysis. So we'll take a look at it again tomorrow. I'll redraw out the Fibonacci retracement line so we can see what the grand potential is based on its movement. But we want to see a little bit more of a bottom here in the near future, kind of to get a baseline on that, right? But we're not quite to 86 cents yet, and I don't think we'll be there in the near future, but I think month end perhaps. We just need a little bit more consolidation, right? All right, thanks again for joining me here. Have a great rest of your day. We look forward to seeing the next one. Take care.